On the surface, PokeMMO is an amazing way to enjoy the nostalgic Pokemon games from our childhood with a community. However, players may be faced with a crisis once completing the storylines of what to do with their time. So what separates players who burn out versus the players who play daily? Today we are going to dive into goal setting in PokeMMO, its importance, as well as 3 of my personal goals that keep me motivated and enjoying the game. But before we get into the video, make sure to subscribe as I do post PokeMMO content every week in an attempt to make the game more enjoyable for you guys. You also do get entered into occasional giveaways that are for subscribers only, so you don't want to miss out on that. But without any further ado, my name is Young Cabbage, and let's jump right in. In my opinion, setting personal goals is not only important, but actually necessary when playing PokeMMO. You see, with so much to do between PvP, item farming, vanities, and so on, it can all get a little overwhelming. So to make it a little easier, let's look at my top 3 goals for the game so you can get a basic understanding of what these might look like. My first goal will be to obtain all cosmetics from every PvP category with teams that I have built myself. This includes OU, UU, NU, doubles, and randoms. The items that I'm referring to are down here in the personal stats category and seasonal rewards, as you can see here. I've been doing a little bit of work in the randoms to help me get this Dunsparce hat. It does take a bit of grinding to get used to, but I would suggest starting with randoms. It is a great way to get into the PokeMMO competitive scene, as it will help you understand different Pokemon, open your mind to different options, as well as give you some very invaluable items that you can start building teams of your own, such as Pokemon, or items specifically made for PvP. This is also really cool, as whenever you obtain these items, such as this Dunsparce hat, or this Mareep hat, going around the map, other people will know not to take you lightly if they ever encounter you in a PvP match. The main reason for this is not only so I can have some cool vanities, but also so that way I can get a better understanding and respect for the PvP side of the community, as that is the side that I understand the least. I've done some PvP in the mainline Pokemon games, however I have not taken the time needed to explore the amazing world of PvP here in PokeMMO. My second and ultimate goal when starting this game is to obtain the Ghost costume. Now, this was an exclusive vanity to Halloween in 2015, and now it currently sells on the GTL for around 1.5 to 2 billion Pokeyen, which seems absurd to most people. However, to me, it motivates me to continue my money-making methods, flipping on the GTL, as well as find new ways to farm money in this game so I can work towards that goal. I remember when I first started playing PokeMMO, vanities were a huge deal to me. As if you've played through the mainline games, you know that there's not a lot of character customization outside of games like X and Y. However, my good friend and colleague Bestfriends, or Roy Rogers News Channel as you might know him on YouTube, has put together this amazing index. I actually used this index before I even knew who he was. He creates amazing resources for the community, big shout out to him. But this gives you a big breakdown of all of the items you can get in PokeMMO. A lot of them are seasonal or are tied to certain events, so don't get your hopes up too high if you do see one. But I will leave this in the description below so that way you guys can scroll through and pick vanities you might like yourself. For me, it was this Ghost costume that really caught my eye. And honestly, unfortunately so, as again, like I said, it is going to cost me around 2 billion Pokeyen. Who knows if we'll get it? Maybe I'll meet some nice soul that'll let me buy it for half price or something, but fingers crossed. My third and final goal is going to be to obtain a shiny Pokemon by every method of encounter, or most of them, specifically 5 times Horde, 3 times Horde, single encounter, a swarm, either alpha or regular, egg shunting, as well as winning a shiny catch event. Now these might not be all the methods, but these are the ones that I'm going for and that I'm choosing to focus on. Doing this will really make me feel like an avid shiny hunter, and it also gives me a big goal to work towards and keeps me motivated even in my current condition where I am around 200k dry or more for shiny coughing, which is terrible, but it's okay. Shiny Pokemon have always been a cool concept for me, and I think it's a really fun way to show off your favorite Pokemon as well as prove your dedication and loyalty to the game. As many of you know, shiny Pokemon are not easy to come by. I actually only have 4 in, let me check, around 846 hours of playtime, which isn't a ton. It isn't terrible either, but my RNG recently has not been too good. So setting these goals for myself to encounter all of these shiny Pokemon in different ways, it makes me excited to do all of the different methods you can use. So now that you've heard a few of my personal goals, as well as the reasonings behind them, what goals maybe stood out in your mind? Comment them down below in the video. Let me know your goals, whether it's a vanity you want to save up for, a shiny Pokemon you want to catch or breed, a competitive team you're working towards, as I would love to hear what motivates you guys to keep playing this amazing game. The community is amazing for this game, and seeing all of you guys, all these dedicated players, especially even here, all these people farming and just berries and investing hours of their time into this game really puts a smile on my face, as last 800-ish hours I have been very invested and very happy from playing this game. But that does conclude today's video. Thank you so much for watching to the very end. Again, leave a little comment underneath the video of what some of your goals are, or maybe you've accomplished them already. I'd love to hear about them, as I will be donating a shiny charm to whoever's goal I find the most interesting. But please don't forget to like and subscribe the video. It lets me know that you guys enjoy this kind of content so I can keep making videos. And I will see you guys in the next one.